Yo. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good
Hey
evening. How you guys
guys.
doing? Welcome to another edition of Love Talks with the Garcon. Thank you for tuning in, for always being with us every single Wednesday night. Last week, Wednesday, we were not live, because, it was Valentine's Day. It was Valentine's Day.
It was Valentine's Day.
Valentine's, happy Valentine's Day. So we went out to have Valentine's time. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a good Valentine's Day if you went out or if you attended a Galentine's. I don't know what the heck that's about. That's a new thing. That's a new wave.
I intended one. It was really nice.
Galentine's. Thank you for joining in. Won't you go ahead and please comment in the chat where you're watching us from? We are live right now on Love Talks with the Garcon Facebook page and also Love Talks with the Garcon Instagram page. So as we announced in the past, we are streaming strictly from our Love Talks platform moving forward. So make sure you follow us on those platforms. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Talk back to us. Want to make sure the audio is good. Can you guys hear us properly? Comment in the chat box. Chat box. I don't know what's going on with me tonight.
Isn't it a chat box?
I guess it's a
Yeah, it
chat box.
is.
How y'all doing? And as you guys are coming in, we do ask you to go ahead and share the live with at least five
Five people.
people. But you could do a lot more than that. Make sure you send it to your WhatsApp group, send it to your Facebook group, send it to your family. We are talking about a really, really dope topic tonight. Man, single hood.
We're
Single
tapping into the
hood.
singles tonight,
Yes,
y'all.
yes. So, and even if you're not single, you're married, you are in a relationship, you could definitely contribute to the conversation for the singles. So, we I know we had the countdown already. We're gonna give it just a few more seconds, just to make sure we get everybody on board. And as you guys are coming in, please comment and let us know where you are joining us from. And also, if you can hear us nice and loud, go ahead and comment if you can hear us first and foremost. How's the audio? Sound check 1 2 1 2. Uh, let's get it. Let's get it. How was your Valentine's Day, Ann?
What was with you?
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was nice. I had a good time. We actually went to a restaurant, and we we bounced. We were like, "This is
Bro,
not it,"
listen.
and so we went somewhere else that was, you know, it had
Away
more
from it.
variety. Like we
Yeah.
need a
Now,
variety.
how you
Like
how you gonna have it's Valentine's Day? I know and I get it. It's probably easier and quicker for people to do it that way. To have they had a prefix menu. What up, Terry? Pastor T, how you doing? Thank you for joining
hey,
us. How's the
Pastor.
audio coming to you, Pastor T? Hopefully it's coming around. It's coming good. But yeah, we went to a restaurant, and the restaurant had the audacity to have a prefix menu. So you're basically were locked in to whatever their prefix menu was,
Yeah, it wasn't.
and even if you don't like it, it is what it is. So as we're sitting there getting ready to order, like nah, these things here ain't tickling our fancy. We don't want that. So we dipped.
And we ended up somewhere
We ended up
nice.
somewhere else that
Yeah.
was pretty nice and stuff like that.
Mm,
And then this girl ended up having an attitude.
you don't want to go there.
No, I didn't like it, Terry. I didn't
Mhm.
like it because I didn't like what they had on the prefix menu.
It was literally like five things,
Yeah,
and it was like, mm, no thanks.
like I get it. It's Valentine's Day, but my thing is, it's a fusion. It's a little buzz and feedback. Let me see. Uh, it's always something. All right, how bad is it? Hopefully, it's not too bad.
Maybe we
It's
should take them a little
bearable.
closer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did get into a little something something
Because of Anne.
because Irvin just be forgetting stuff. And that's gonna be another live for another day. We're definitely gonna get into it. But
Yeah.
yes. So please remind me to bring that topic back up. because your boy got in trouble.
Yeah. All right, great, great.
Okay.
Thanks, Terry. Again, as you're coming in, guys, go ahead and share the live. We want to jump right into this topic, but we want more people to come here. And it's that's the thing about when we switch things up, because typically we would stream under N's page
Yeah.
and also under N's page on Facebook and also N's page on Instagram. But again, we are transitioning to just do things under this platform. So it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and get
Let's go.
started.
Let's
Let's
just
go
go.
and
We
get
got
started.
5 people.
Yeah, that's what we say. Share with 5 people. So you
Listen.
five who are here,
Share with one more
what?
person. That'll be
Yeah,
5
yeah.
also.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But that's fine. I feel like whoever's supposed to be here is supposed to be here. And if
Yeah,
you so yeah, let's just get the conversation started. We don't want you guys waiting any further.
that's right.
Once again, thank you once again for joining us. Today we're
Yeah.
going to tap into the singles. A lot of times the singles are kind of left out um of the picture, and it's almost like and it makes them feel like they
Yeah.
don't matter.
And
I've heard.
we also get the feedback from them. Oh, you guys are always doing some things for the married people, because we have a marriage ministry, and we've done a lot of events under that umbrella. And so
Or things for people in relationships,
yeah,
right?
and then the singles are always asking, "What about us? What about us?"
Yeah.
So tonight we figured that this topic of conversation is timely, especially it's 2024. There's a lot of goals people are setting for themselves, and one of those goals can be, I want to get into a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting. I've been going through my roof season,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Boaz still haven't showed up yet. And so, what are we supposed to do in the
Why gotta be the
meantime?
girl though? Why can't it be
All right, fine. I've been going through my Rufus
no,
season.
Rufus is not a guy though. Come
Rufus is
on.
a guy.
No, but not in the Bible.
So is there another?
You put an example of Ruth and Boaz from the Bible. Now let's
Okay.
do a I'm going through my Paul season.
Paul never got married though. He never
Okay,
found nobody.
exactly. He
So
was
if you use Paul,
single.
you giving those people no. You're not giving them hope.
That's true. Okay.
You're not giving them no hope at all,
My
bro.
bad.
So yeah. So let's just switch the gender up a little bit. You're going through a Rufus situation, and you're waiting for
Bonisha.
Boanisha. What do you do at wait?
Yeah.
And oftentimes what tends to happen is there's a lot of different feelings that come along with being single. Um, like for me,
Can you remember when you were single though?
but when I was single, I was young. I
Yeah.
was young.
And I feel like the single person that you were is a different single than most guys are right now. Like, you're not the typical single guy. Like, you're in
I'm not
your
single, period.
no, when you were single, I'm talking about when you were single, your singleness was mostly
Here we go.
no, Irvin's was very driven. He had he had
Our
his relationship
goals.
with Jesus. What you did, and that was very important to him. And so when he was single, he pursued that.
Okay.
He wasn't like a
I was on a
let me
vagabond.
trying to get bag these shorties or whatever, or trying to, you know what I'm saying. And so like he was more of a, you're not the typical like what the single guy looks like
Yeah.
today, unless I don't know, unless there are single guys out there right now who are like that.
But also, again, I think
I'm over here speaking about your singleness like I knew you like
right.
that well. But isn't that true though? Like, yes.
But my singleness, I don't know if it necessarily count, because, like I said before, I was a young kid. Then I met you when I was, I had my first relationship. I was whatever age I was. I was young, and then you came along. You was tracking a brother down.
No, babe.
So I was
It's
18.
Like 18, yeah.
I was 18. So being single at that age versus being single as an adult, I think it's two different things.
Okay, so you weren't single as an actual adult.
I was no, because
Okay, yeah,
because
same.
you pulled up on me, right?
Okay.
But then again, you have the
Yeah.
adults. You have those people who are adults, who are in their 20s, who are in their 30s, who are ready for a relationship,
Yeah.
but it's not happening for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do in that period? How do I not go low about being solo, which is the title of the topic today?
Yeah.
Don't be so low LOW, about being solo, SOLO, right? Because there's some people that can go through a period of depression. They start doubting themselves, try to
Yeah.
question who they are, trying to question their self-worth
Yeah.
because it's just not happening. I'm just not meeting Mr. Right, or I'm not meeting Mrs. Right, right? So there's still purpose even in that time period, right?
Hmm.
And so what do you do in the interim until you meet somebody, right?
Yeah.
What do you do, Anne?
You get your bowl of ice cream and you binge watch Netflix.
And you chill with yourself, right? So
Nah. No, but like even I think some people are just so fascinated with the idea of being in a relationship that they'll just take anything that comes. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
Um you've been single for so long. A guy finally looks at you and you think he's going to be your husband. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and so that's what we want to talk against, right? We want to talk about how singlehood is not
It's
the
not a death
it's not a
sentence.
not and it's not a disease,
Yeah.
right? It's not a curse, right? But it's a beautiful period of time. Like, I'm going to be completely honest right now. There are some days that are very hectic in my life as a mom, as a wife, as all of the hats that I wear. Then I'm like, I wish I was single. You know what I'm saying? And not because I don't love my life, right? But because I miss the benefits of what singlehood brought.
So you don't love us. You're
Of course,
basically
that's what
saying
you
that
would
you don't
get.
love us. You're tired of us. You want to be single. You want to be out. You want to be
it
outside.
was is
Right. Uh,
anyway, yeah. So like, so let's talk about singlehood, right? Like, why do people feel like let's not act like we don't know
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
But I
Like,
think
what
I think part of it is because we are wired for companionship.
exactly?
We are wired
Everybody
for
wants
companionship.
someone. Like,
And not just any type of companionship. I think it has a lot to do with romantic companionship, right? Um, and so, because you can have friends, you can have family members, you can have the love of all those entities. Great job, right? But for some people, normal people, there's still this yearning for companionship, for love, for this person that you're gonna be with.
yeah.
So right before we dive even deeper into it, I was doing preparing for this. I came across this pretty funny meme compilation that I want to play for you guys real quick right before we continue. Okay, so hopefully you find it funny because I know I did.
I did
So
too.
and found it funny too. So let's take a look and see. Take a look at this compilation of memes about being single. Here we go.
Period.
Nobody believe I am. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I don't know if y'all found it
It
funny, but
was
I found
funny
it
for me. I
funny.
found it
It
funny.
was say the one that cracked me up the most is when I say I've been single for so long I forgot how to spell real single ship. Can't even spell relationship right because they've been single for so long, right? And so it's cute and funny, but again, as
For some people, really isn't
yeah,
funny,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And so,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
we want to, acknowledge that, being single some days may not be so fun. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, especially on the days where everybody's like on,
Boot
date
up, boot up.
nights, Valentine's Day, blah blah blah, right? So it could feel like,
Rose says it's a little funny. She's been there. Rose, which one you identify with the most, Rose? On Instagram, like my cousin Rose, out of the funny memes, she says she's been there. So she find it a little bit funny. So yeah. Terry said on YouTube, it's a fact. I don't understand the 23-year-olds that are fiending to get married.
seriously,
Yeah,
like, I mean, I we got married. I was 26.
I
You were
was 24,
25.
5. Yeah, you was rocking the cradle.
Stop.
You pedophile.
But like, there are certain people who like are really, and I feel like back in that time it was a
Mm-hmm.
little different. Like now, like I feel like the you, getting married a little older is a little bit better because you need time to really find who you
Mm,
are, know what you're bringing to the table, kind of figure out your purpose. Like, you need time to do all those things. And so
mm.
um if you're still young, like, it's take your
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah,
take your time, enjoy. And we're gonna go into all the different benefits of being single, but enjoy this time right
yeah, yeah,
now,
yeah.
and like, yeah, like, I know you might want to like have sex, right? But like, is that the only thing marriage brings? No, it brings
Ain't
headaches.
that oh,
He's a big old headache.
ooh. Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
It's not all. It's like, I feel like there's a no. I'm not saying it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
Mm.
When people think of, okay, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married, I kind of want to hear why.
Yeah,
Like, what is your purpose, or what is your reasoning behind the rush
yeah,
or the yearn? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. If you're just joining us right now, the topic for tonight's live is "Don't Be So Low." LOW about being solo, and I love what my cousin Rose said. She wrote this. I think that's an Instagram. She wrote, "I'm just like Yin, but for real, there's nothing low LOW about being solo, especially when you're in a relationship when you feel alone."
Whew,
Ooh,
wouldn't even go to that.
that's
Like,
good.
you're single in a
That's good.
relationship.
That's good. That's good. You're single in a
Yeah.
relationship and you feel alone in that relationship,
Yeah.
right? So these are all things that you want to be mindful or cognizant
Right.
of. Okay,
And sex is not everything. Thank
sex
you
is
for
not
thanks
everything.
for restating that,
Yeah,
Rose.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so let's go into the idea of embracing singlehood. What are
Mm-hmm.
10 things that a single
Okay,
can do in their singlehood,
to embrace it.
to embrace it?
Okay,
We want to give, like, we kind of want to give practical steps, practical ideas that you can really
yeah,
kind of,
to help with your mindset too.
mhm.
It's a way to help with the mindset. So we want to share with you guys some uh principles about how some tips on embracing singlehood. All right. Some tips on embracing singlehood. So hopefully these are some things that you are able to utilize, and you could grab onto to some of those tips, share with somebody else. Okay.
Or even add to what we're sharing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because we don't know it all. Like, we
Tonight's a little bit presentation-ish, but we definitely want to make sure that you guys are sharing and that you are chopping it up with us. Okay. So some tips on embracing singlehood. Here we go. Number one. Oh, first of all, we had some testimonials earlier. We have two. Somebody wrote, "Just out here loving me." That's what that person is saying in terms of how she's embracing, or he is embracing singlehood. And another person says, "I'm learning to be quiet." Again, this was anonymous. It wasn't like a conversation to know exactly what they meant by it.
And someone else said, I don't like
It
it.
sucks. I don't like it. And that's being real. That's
It's
being
hot
real.
out here
I don't
for
I don't know if that person is here, but I would love for her to, or him, to get some of these tips on how to embrace singlehood
yeah,
until it happens. Okay. So one. Number one. How about we embrace the now?
embrace the now.
Embrace the now. Live in the moment,
Yeah.
right? You are single, we get it, but what can you be doing in the now, embracing where you are now, the things that's going on in your life now,
Yeah.
even though you might not have a partner, but there are certain things that's happening that are good,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You got to be grateful for some of those
Yeah, some
things.
people just live in the fairy tale
Hmm.
space of I can't wait to be. But what are you now? Where are you now? Right?
Yeah.
Are you embracing what's happening now and
Right.
not just so fully focused on what could be or what will be?
Right.
Because we all pray that you do find the person that brings you the joy
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
whatever you need. But the companionship, not the joy and happiness, because that's only found in Jesus. Amen.
Hmm.
But embracing where you are now, embracing the celebrations now,
Yeah.
embracing the time with loved ones now,
Yeah.
and not so fully focused on, man, I wish I had a man,
And do you
man,
know?
I wish I had
Yeah.
a
Do you
girl.
know what tends to happen also when people are not able to embrace it now? That is a source of anxiety.
Mm,
A lot of people who suffer with anxiety and those type of situations, those type of issues, is
yeah,
because they are so focused in the future.
yeah,
You cannot do anything about the future now.
yeah.
So what you must do is embrace the now.
Now,
I've had kids who come to my office as a school counselor, is they're having panic attacks, and the panic attack is because something happened to them yesterday in class. They were presenting something, and somebody laughed at them,
mm,
and they had such a breakdown because of that. It's
mm,
hard for them to go back to the class. What if they laugh at me again?
yeah,
What if something else happened? They're not living in the moment.
yeah,
So, as a single person, do embrace your now. Do embrace your single period as much as you can. Because Ann just said it early. Ann just said it. There were times that she wished she would just go out.
sometimes I wish I was single.
Me
But
too.
oh, you do?
Me too.
No, you don't.
Right. And so that's what, like, one of the things I regret about not about one of my biggest regret is when I was single,
He never got to live the bachelor
I
life.
never lived alone. My wife knows this. I never got my own place. Wake up whenever I want to wake up, wash if I want to wash,
Regret is
clean.
a big word.
I wished I was able to be single and have my own place in that context. But I got married young. It's a blessing,
I can't
right?
stand you.
So embrace your now, all right?
Embrace it out.
Embrace it now.
What's number two?
Number two, about embracing your singlehood.
Tips on embracing singlehood.
Walk in your purpose.
Listen, this is the time to find what your purpose is and walk in it
Yeah,
fully.
yeah.
Okay? This is the time to seek God on what God, why am I here?
You think it might be a good time to play that Madhu video? Because it's all about purpose.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, we want to show you a quick video. We're going to pause this really quickly and show you guys a video that talks just about that same thing that we are talking about.
Be ready. Where you want to go? What, there's a mission trip? Guess what?
All right, here we go.
But here should be the posture of somebody who is single. You know what the power of being single is? You're always ready. God, whatever you got for me, you will never get that season back. You ever seen somebody on the court and they want to get the ball? Pass the ball to me. You ever see that? Somebody that just wants the ball? That's what you'd be like as single. Your arms should always be open to the call of God, like, God, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready, Lord. Whatever you got for me, I'm here. I'm here, God, whatever you want. My hands are open to the call of God. This ball is like the call of God on your life. Your hands as a single person should always be ready. Where you want to go? What, there's a missions trip? Guess what? I ain't got to ask no wife and no kids. I can take a missions trip right now. I got a season where my hands are open. God, I'm available to you. Whatever you want, you have my full focus. You have my full attention, so I can do things I couldn't do when I was married because I'm available. God, put me in the game. I'm serving you. You have my undivided attention. I'm ready. I'm open to whatever you want. Here I am, Lord, use me. The ball is the call. Now let me help you super save folks. The ball is the call, and yes, I'm ready, but that don't mean I'm just looking like this. Come on, you still gotta look while you're dribbling. Oh, where the real single people at? That say, hey, I got a call of God, but I'm still looking on the court. That's only a single person shout. Don't you shout if you're married. You better dribble and be looking, because you don't know who God has for you.
That was pretty good. All right. So I must confess, on Sunday, Ann was watching the sermon and I saw a clip of it. I thought it was kind of cringy at first. I got you, T.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of cringy at first. I'm not a big analogy dude.
It's just
Like
so simple, but I
they
think
be bugging with the
the
analogies
props
sometimes.
really
The
get you,
props
like,
really
so,
like
especially if you're a visual learner. Like, it really kind of played out the verse, about
yeah.
and you have a purpose. Like, a person coming into your life is not going to bring your purpose into fruition, right?
Yeah.
Or they can help you, right? But you want to know what your purpose is, and they should have a purpose as well. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when you are single, that's the time to walk fully in it.
Yeah.
You have nobody to answer to.
Right.
Like, you make your own schedule.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to ask permission. Not that I ask you permission for nothing, but it's the time to know, okay, God, what have you put me on this earth to do?
Yeah. And also, Ann was watching the sermon. She could chime in. He was actually talking about the passage where Paul was writing to the Corinthians, I believe, that it basically said,
wish you were single.
I, Paul, not God necessarily, wish you were single, because Paul was able to walk in his purpose and be all about God. He was always ready to catch the ball. Pause. He was always ready to catch balls. So that's the idea here behind this particular thing. All right. So walk in your purpose, and live in your now and walk in your purpose. All right.
What's number 3, sir?
Number three. Number three. Don't wallow over being single.
It is not a curse.
It's not a curse. A lot of people are woe is me. You know what I just found out? You know what I just found out the other day? I don't know it's connected, but I guess it is. What's your name? Serena is the
Venus?
Venus. Venus is still a virgin at 40 something years old.
Is she?
Yeah,
Wow.
because she was, and there was an article that was put out. She's like strong J Dub. She's like a strong Jehovah Witness. So she's not engaging in premarital sex until she find her husband. So at the age of 42, I'm sure she got money.
What does that mean?
People are throwing at her.
Okay.
And she's able to still stay in her purpose, and she's not wallowing in being single, right? So being single is not a curse, guys. It's really not a curse, and we get it.
Oh my gosh, I saw this. I remember seeing this video of this woman on IG. I'm not gonna lie.
What happened?
It was very sad. No, it was very sad.
Why are you
She was
laughing,
crying.
though?
I wasn't laughing. I'm not laughing. I was like, I'm hurt. She was just crying and saying, like, I just need a hug. No, don't laugh. No, it was real. Like, she was literally like crying, saying, I just need that human touch.
She's homeless or something?
No, she wants to be someone's person, and it can get to that point,
Yeah.
and we wanted to encourage you today that being single is not a curse. Like, yes, you can, you can long for companionship, but don't look at the period that you're in right now as a curse or as a disease or as a punishment, right? That's not what it is. Like, it's a blessing. I think perspective matters. If you can see God's purpose in your singleness, you would walk with more confidence. You would walk with more, freedom and contentment. Right. Knowing that, okay, this is for a time.
That's what tonight is about, y'all. Tonight, if you're single, we really want to encourage you guys tonight. Do not be in that space. It is imperative. It is imperative that you are not living in that space. You have to take advantage of it. Like right now, I think there's a slide where I don't want to jump ahead, but there's so much things you can do, you can accomplish even now. Let's not even be spiritual, like purpose and mission, but a business that you might want to start,
Mm,
education you want to pursue.
yeah.
It's hard. I did school when I was married with kids.
Listen.
I did school when I did grad school when I was married to Ann, and Mel and Owen were like 6 and 5. They were
Mhm.
young, so it was very very difficult. Ann is in school now, married. Oh, Mel and Owen are teenagers, but then you have Miss Bailey. Then you have Miss Bailey, right? And so we want to encourage and free some people tonight, so you're not wallowing up about being single.
Can I
There,
share? Can I share one
yeah,
more
babe.
part? Even in that, earlier in that clip with Pastor Madhu, he was speaking about how before Adam and were placed together, Adam was alone. Adam
Mm,
was single first, and he had a job, right? Before Eve came, he had to go through his process of singlehood and do what God had called him to do.
mm,
So while you are single, this
mm.
is the time to go back to number 2, where it's find out what your
Yeah,
purpose is.
yeah.
Ask God what your purpose is so that in this moment of singlehood, you know what he wants you to do.
Because also, once God lifted his singlehood and gave him Eve, he fell.
Listen, we can go there. We
He
can go
fell.
there. And now he had to divide his time between, just doing everything that God had
Mm-hmm.
him to do. Now he has to also tend to someone.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's shift our perspective a little bit to see the good
Right.
rather than focusing on
That's
the
right.
bad.
Let's go with number 4. Let's go with number 4. Number
Number
4,
4
take
is,
advantage of the spirit of in your life.
yep,
So
we're
it's
gonna say it
related.
again.
It's related. Take advantage. Go to school. Score a hymn. Write a book.
Score a film.
Score a film, like Donald Lawrence was saying in his song. But you know what I'm
Listen, you
saying?
don't have any children to wake up to. You ain't got no husband to
Yeah.
cook for. You don't like.
It's a good
And
time right now.
not that these things are bad, right? They just take time.
They do take
They
time.
take up a lot of your time. You have to now divide yourself, right, to cater to this person, to that person, to this part, and to that part. But when you are single, you have time to really work on you.
Yeah.
You have time to work on your goals. You have time to establish whatever it
Yeah.
is that you want to do, and like you
Yeah.
got the
And guess
time.
what? Time is a gift.
I was
Time
just
is a
gonna say
gift.
that. I know, right?
Time is a gift, y'all. So we want to definitely take advantage of the time that you have now to get certain things accomplished. All right.
Yes,
So
yes,
let's go to
yes.
number 5. Number 5 says, give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. Who are
You
we
hear that,
talking
bro?
about? Who are we talking to? We are talking to those people. We are, we are talking to those people who have gone through some traumatic experiences,
Mhm.
and you just are yearning so much for companionship. You're ready to go back in. You might not be ready to go back in. So give yourself time to heal. Literally, give yourself time to heal, to get over the pain, to discover yourself once again, because you've been through a very, very bad situation.
Mhm.
Or give yourself time to heal from the vicarious hurt. A lot of us haven't been hurt. We haven't experienced trauma,
Through others.
but other people's trauma we're taking upon ourselves too. So very imperative that we give ourselves the time to heal.
Singles hate hearing this truth from us
Hmm.
married folks.
I'm telling you,
Listen,
it's
guys.
work. It's work, guys. It's work.
And they may be thinking, "Oh, y'all married. You got somebody to lay next to at night."
I do. Fortunately, we have a good situation. Sometimes not everybody's situation is good,
That part. That part.
right? Sometimes not everybody's situation is good. So if you're not taking the time to heal from this from past situations, get yourself together. You might want to accomplish something or goal or a vision that you have for yourself. As crazy as it's gonna sound, your partner don't approve of it,
It's true.
and they won't support it.
But if you doing it before he gets there,
What can
he
you do?
can't say right.
Right? It's a lot of great time. It's a lot of great things that can happen during this time, guys, and that's why we are here to help you with.
A lot of people are bleeding on others,
Yeah.
right? Because they carry this trauma, they carry baggage, they carry pain and hurt and suffering from one person to the next.
Yeah.
And we've counseled people that, you know, where the one party is being affected by someone else's doing.
Yeah.
Like it had nothing to do with
Right.
him, it had nothing to do with her, but they brought that baggage into their new relationship, and now they're
Facts.
bleeding onto this new person that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
So you, before you try to jump because you feel like you need to always be in a relationship, look, give yourself that time to heal before going and like messing up somebody else's life.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And messing up your own life in this simultaneously.
Let's go for number 6. Number 6. Y'all ready for number 6? Develop a self relationship. Some people don't even know how to be with themselves.
Somebody say self.
Yeah, I don't mean self.
Like, listen.
If you know what I mean.
Oh gosh, babe. You need to learn how to love yourself. You need to learn how to appreciate yourself, how to spend time with yourself, right? How to learn about yourself. Like, get to know yourself.
And once you have that established, it gives you a stronger base, a stronger foundation for when somebody else comes. You listen, you can't go into, and this is connected to the healing part. You can't go into a relationship half and expecting somebody else to make you whole. Healthy relationship, healthy participants in a relationship are people who are going in whole.
Two holes make a
Two
hole.
holes make a hole. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
God's math is weird.
Yep.
Right? Two holes make a hole. If you expect that person to make you whole, he's gonna plug a hole in you. HOLE. Whatever that means. You take it for whatever it is. Right? Develop a self-relationship. Get to know what are your likes, what are your interests.
God didn't make anybody with the capacity to be able to complete you. He didn't. Like, that's only found in him. So, like, if you're ever waiting or hoping for someone to come into your life to complete you, you'll be waiting forever.
Yeah.
You'll get into a marriage and start complaining, like you'll be unfulfilled because you're thinking that this person is not doing their job because that's what you expect.
You know what's crazy, babe? People who get into unhealthy relationships have had unhealthy relationships with themselves. They've had unhealthy relationship with themselves. That means they probably don't know their values. They see themselves they're themselves less than. Self-esteem is shot.
Yeah.
All other things happening that cause that individual to not be able to see the value that they bring. So developing a relationship with yourself
is so important.
It's so important in the meantime in your singlehood. All right. So let's go for number 7.
What's number 7, sir?
Number 7 says strengthen other relationships.
Listen, I just came from a Galentine's, okay? Like, you have friends who really want to spend time with you, who want to pour into you.
Good friends, positive friends.
Yeah.
Be careful about who they are, though.
You have family members that you need to strengthen relationships with. You have, some of your coworkers, like whoever it is, like you can create a village, right? I don't think all human fulfillment is found in
a
romantic relationships.
That's right.
There are certain fulfillments that can be found in just you and your girls hanging out, right? You and your boys hanging out, going on a trip. Like there are different types of fulfillment that you can seek outside of the romantic one. And so if you strengthen some other relationships, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much how much better you'll feel. It's not just this one person that's going to be filling a void, but you have all these other counterparts.
Yeah. Hold
on, let's see if there's any comments.
Yeah, let's see. All right. No. Let's keep going.
What's number 8?
Number 8. Number 8. Use this opportunity to find yourself.
Yeah.
It's all interconnected, right?
I think this also mainly because sometimes when we are in like broken or what's that word, like relationships that are not good, toxic relationships, we tend to lose ourselves. We tend to be a person that we're not for the person that we're with, and once we come out of that, we don't know who we are anymore, right? So not only just like learning who you are, but like finding yourself again, finding who you were before you even entered into that
Yeah.
relationship, because you know you were better before,
And it
right?
goes back to the self-worth things that we were talking about, right? And having all that.
Even if you gotta
Yeah.
be as practical as listing out
Yeah.
the even if you have to be as practical as listing out the 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 characteristics about yourself that you love, that are the positive characteristics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh wow.
Mm.
Even if you have to do that, then then you see it, and it'll encourage you to know, okay, this is me.
Yeah.
And pray on it.
I love it.
Pray on it that God will reveal to you who you are in his eyes, from his lens.
Try to see if there's any comments on IG. Okay, good. So yeah, tonight's a little bit of lecture. So thank you guys for hanging with us. So we want to make sure we are giving this tools to you guys. Very passionate about this. Number 9. Number 9. Very important. Focus on your passions. Again, this is interrelated to what we're talking about. What are you trying to accomplish? What are the things you're passionate about? All right. Pastor Terry is on here. She has a great husband. She has a great husband. Shout out to Pastor Rich. But she's been working so hard on this conference. That's a passion that she has for God's Girl. God's Girl Conference. I want you guys to look her up on actually Instagram, right? And the amount of time that he took to put this thing together, it shouldn't have a supportive husband and supportive children, because she has young children. I could only imagine the hardship, in addition to putting it together, the stress of not being able to pursue this passion.
Yeah.
Right? My wife, I don't want to put your business out,
Okay.
but she doesn't want to be in the classroom anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She want to pursue her passion. So come fall, she want to pursue her passion. And it's hard. It's going to be hard for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sacrifice. But imagine had she explored those passions even before she got married, guys. Guys, it sounds repetitive, but I just want you all to really, 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 really understand. We cannot stress it enough. This is not a season of
doom
cursing
or gloom.
Yeah, it's not a season for you to be low. Pick yourself up in this solo process to search out some of the things that you want to be accomplishing while you wait.
While you wait, what are you doing while you wait?
While you wait.
What are your passions while you wait?
That's right.
Have him come and find you already pursuing your passions. Have her not come and find you. Find her as you are pursuing your passions.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And lastly, number 10.
But not least, because there's so much more.
There's so much. Yeah. Number 10, the practical advice we have for you guys is to set your
standards.
Look, just because you are single and you're ready to find companionship,
you ain't selling for no rinky dink.
Does not mean you just take anybody. Let's make our face bigger so people can see it. This one is important. It does not mean you just go with any old body.
No. Yeah, Tom is cute, but first of all, he ain't saved.
No prospect. He's not saved. He has no prospect. He has no drive. He has no passion.
Treats you horribly.
He has no mission, because you have to be able to, when it comes to the whole submission thing, there has to be a mission to submit under that we talked about.
You're not just settling. You're
Don't
not going to
settle.
settle. Okay, of course, you're not going to have standards that are too high that you can't even meet yourself,
That's
right?
right.
But you're not settling. Yeah, I know you've been single for long, but it's you're not just taking whatever comes because you still have value. You are still valuable. You're not going to be settling for a penny when you're a whole $100 bill.
Use a dime plus 99. It's a shame. Don't even know
And I
what you're
know some
worth.
people are saying it's so easy for you guys to say, it's so easy for you guys to, but if you just shifted your perspective a little bit, you would catch it. You would
Yeah.
catch it. Like you and I think this is something that you really have to pray about because you need a renewing of your mind
We don't want you
in
to go
this
into, and also
context.
you don't want to be. We don't want you to go into depression because
Yeah.
some people are yearning for this thing so much they go to depression. They go to depression trying to find a woe is me.
I mean, there are pros and cons to everything.
Yeah,
But consider the pros
yeah,
in this context. Consider the pros. Yes, there are some cons to being single, the obvious,
yeah.
right? But consider the pros and really hone in on those pros and pray that God will give you a peace and a contentment about your now,
Yeah.
about where you are, so that you can prepare for what's to come, right? Because it's
Absolutely.
coming in Jesus' name. Can
Pause.
we all say it? I said Jesus, though.
But you still said a pausable word.
Y'all, we just really want our singles to know that
It's okay.
it's okay to still live.
Yeah,
It's okay to still be.
yeah.
It's okay to still walk and move on and to pursue and to engage and to and to and to be content where you are now.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right.
I hope we did it some justice.
Yeah, that's all we had for you guys for tonight, man. We've been thinking about this, and so we're inspired to have this conversation. So be sure to share this with someone. And right before we leave, this weekend is gonna be an awesome
Why
weekend.
is it gonna be
It's
awesome?
Purpose Weekend because
Hey,
The Boothang is releasing her book. Ann's book is officially here.
it's
Uh, Hold on one second.
officially.
Melody, come quick, 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 quick. Her books are officially here, and she's having her book release event this weekend. And so, if you are going to be in the area, grab a couple more. I need people to see that we have books. You
In the
take your
box,
book.
Mel, the box right there.
Yeah. So her book is officially here. We're having a book signing this weekend at NYC Care. If
Listen,
you're,
the orders have been coming in,
thank you
y'all.
guys. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much to those of you who've already placed your orders. It's no longer a pre order thing, it's an order,
Yeah.
okay? Because the books are finally here, and I am super duper excited to meet you guys, to share my journey, to share the inspiration behind it all,
Yeah.
and sign some copies. Like,
So if you are able to be in the building, join us this Saturday at NYC Care. The address is right there on the flyer.
187-30 Linden Boulevard in Queens, New York.
Or if you cannot make it in person, you could definitely go ahead and order yours at ngarcon.com. We will be sure to smell out to you a signed copy. So we thank you guys already in advance for your support in this endeavor. I'm so proud of my boo thing. Author 2 times. This is her second book.
Yeah.
Author 2 times. So make sure you get yours. And guys, as always, we ask that you guys follow us on our social media platforms. We are growing this community. If you scan this QR code, it will bring you to all of our social media platforms. Or you could type in this site, link tr, whatever. You see it right there. And follow us all of our platforms. And we cannot wait to see you guys on our next live, which will be next Wednesday. Okay, keep sending different topic ideas that you want us to discuss.
Y'all, this who the F did I get? Did I marry?
We're gonna go there.
God.
We're gonna go
Woo!
there. All
Child.
right.
Lord help her. Help her,
So
Jesus.
until then,
Thank
until
you
next
so
time.
much.
Thank you guys
Thank you
for
so
pulling in.
much.
Yes, thank
Get
you.
your
Highly
copies
favored.
today, y'all. Get your copies today.
And Garcon.com. ANNEGARCON.com. Place your order and we'll get that out to you right away. Thank you guys for pulling up on the live on tonight. Until next time.
To
Deuces.
say.